Yo, yo, yo. Tap in, tap in. I kind of wanted to do a little test stream, see if anyone would come, maybe garner a little attention for the stream, so there's not just like a dozen people watching. So there's not just like a half dozen people watching, better yet. Yeah, who's here? Who's here? I saw Paul was streaming, doing some jams, playing some funny ass clips on the soundboard there. Pretty dope. I was trying to go live like 20 fucking minutes ago when it was way brighter and prettier, more red and orange and yellow and purple and all that, but I was having some trouble there. I never really go live on YouTube Studio. I always go live on StreamYard pretty much. It's pretty much the go-to. Yeah, the codes I have for this ritual, man, this Illuminati Eclipse ritual with Hayden Panettiere and HP Lovecraft, the overlap synchronicity there is absolutely mind-blowing. You know, the HLP, HPL initial, obviously. Their birthdays were one day apart. Oh, I knew that would happen. I should have known that would happen. Hold on, let me find this. Dropped a mango here somewhere. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. All right. But yeah, it's absolutely just mind-blowing, dude. Considering, especially, well, a lot of things. But he would have just turned yesterday 136 years old. She just died at 36, right? 4 days before his birthday. 4 is a number associated with death in both the occult and the East in general. Hold on a second here. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, so if you're not familiar with who H.P. Lovecraft was, he was a very prominent figure in sci-fi and horror. And if you've ever heard, well, if you've never heard of Lovecraft, then you've never heard of the Lovecraftian ones. But I have this kind of theory that I'm working on that, like, is it possible that, you know, you think of that movie Angels and Demons, right? Angels and Demons with Tom Hanks, the middle movie between Da Vinci Code and Inferno, right? Inferno, of course, the movie that's 2 hours and 1 minute long, 2:01, like the Jesuit order. But yeah, a movie that starts off with a scene with a Jesuit at CERN. It's just, I've always said it speaks volumes as possibly one of the most telling scenes in a movie ever. Of course, the Da Vinci Code series, very revelatory in general. But yeah, so you have this like seeming just bizarre overlap with, and again, I haven't looked that much into H.P. Lovecraft to the point where I can articulate his works that well. You know, I'm not super familiar with it, but I know that the Lovecraftian ones, the creatures that he kind of thought, I don't know if he thought him up or if it's something that he, you know, invoked through ceremony, through some ritualistic occult ceremony or what, but there's some type of like, you know, entity that sort of like a demiurgic squid-like, you know, like an encephalopod or whatever type entity. Kind of makes you think of like what's that movie? Not Stranger Things, but like kind of, but more like what's that movie I'm thinking of? I'm drawing a blank. But hold on a second here. We got a comment here. Oh, what up, Coffee Girl? Yeah, okay. Well, so yeah, I just wanted to see if anyone would actually, I was kind of test the algorithm, and I never really do streams. Well, I never really have a phone, so now that I have a phone, I just wanted to kind of test it out, phone style. Yeah, it's just totally mind blowing, the overlaps and stuff. Again, so H.P. Lovecraft would have just been 136 years old yesterday, and you know, so that would have been Hayden Panettiere's last day of being 36, right? He just turned 36 on her last day, what would have been her last day of being 36. Of course, is she really dead? I mean, who knows, right? But so I really want to look more into this H.P. Lovecraft character. And again, one thing that the decoding community, if you want to put a name on it, doesn't seem to talk about too much is you know, how is this code being orchestrated and materialized and manifested in our reality, so to speak? You know, the matrix code, would call it what you will, the intersection of geometry and language, right, or the geometry of language. Like, how is it being brought into the realm? And again, so that's why I bring up that scene from Angels and Demons, the middle movie between Da Vinci Code and Inferno, where there's a Jesuit at CERN, right? What are they doing at CERN? They're like looking at entities, right? Supposedly they admitted themselves that they're opening portals, and it's possible that entities can come through those portals, right? So it's like, what exactly, what kind of entities, right? I mean, so I kind of go to think about the Lovecraftian ones, because in the movie, God, I wish I could think of the movie, man, that where these kind of like squid-like entities come through, you know, black hole portals. If anyone can think of what I'm talking about, help me out. But yeah, anyway, this is a quick tapping. You know, I wanted to just test the algo a little bit, Al Gore's rhythm, and see if anyone would come in. But it looks like just Coffee Girl and probably Cuts or something. I mean, someone hiding, or a couple other people hiding. But speak up, or forever hold your peace. Because I'm thinking, should I do an open panel, or should I just keep it to a presentation, keep it shorter? I don't know. I feel like basing it on the amount of traffic. Like, if I start the stream and 10-20 minutes in, there's barely anyone there, I might just try to keep it short. But yeah, I got so much information compiled, it's wild. And I've spent a lot of time on putting this I downloaded this like memo app, and I color coordinated this whole decode so that you can see the matching and the matches, the numerical matches and stuff between all these words and stuff. But yeah, so go figure that HPL, right, her initials, or sorry, HLP, her initials, Hayden Leslie Panettiere, equals 1836, or sorry, yeah, 1836, 69, and 216, right? 18, like 6 plus 6 plus 6, 36, like 3 6s, right? 69, like 9 6s, or 6 9s, whatever, which are upside down 6s, right? Or the 69, like the Cancer symbol, like how Bonnie Tyler died in the Cancer, in the time of Cancer, and the moon sign. And then you have Hayden Panettiere dying in the sun sign of Leo, when she's a Leo in the time of PopeLEO, right after LEO Messi's father died, Jorge Messi, which is a lot like Jorge Mario Bergoglio, right? The last Pope Francis. Now we have Pope Leo, literally picking up where Pope Francis left off. Last name Bergoglio. He also has the Gog and Magog in his name, right? And if I brought this up already, which I probably have at least once, you know, I don't mind. I think these points are very relevant, because you look into what Gog and Magog represent in the Bible. It makes a lot of sense, right? And a lot of people theorize that it would be like Russia or Iran. That would be this force that would take down the world, so to speak. Oh, right. Hold on. What are you saying here? Yeah, but it just makes me think, as I'm doing this, that I don't think I've ever done a stream like showing my. Wait, can you see my address? No, you can't see my address. Oh, that's good. But you know what's funny about my address? I actually, because I have some 888s in the decode tonight, right? Like Hayden Leslie Panettiere equals 888, like Donald J. Trump equals 888, like Donald John Trump equals 888, Jesus Christ equals 888, right? The arguably the most important connection to the 888, possibly the reason why they do all these things with the 888, and maybe even name their Mystery Babylon figureheads like Hayden, to have these names spelled the way they're spelled. Also, Panettiere, right? First 5 letters have penta in it, right? Go figure. Pentagram equals 888, right? Pentagram equals 888. like Donald J. Trump, like Donald John Trump, like Hayden Leslie Panettiere. You can't make this shit up, dude. I mean, what's the other? I got more, but I can't switch out of the tab if I whatever. Anyway, you love the outdoor stream. Yeah, well, I wish that it was bright enough that I could show my sidewalk, but it doesn't really matter because it's almost been 2 years anyway now since I did this sidewalk, so it's time to do it again. I spent so much time. It was after my grandma passed. I just pressure cleaned this whole sidewalk. I did art on each tile. I did a different piece of art. You can't see it anymore because it's gotten dirty. As you can see, my neighbor's sidewalk is. But yeah, it's time to redo the art because I had each tile a little different, and I had the stenciling. I even did like stenciling with these Coco Pelli characters. You know, those characters you see in like the come from like Sedona, Arizona. Those kind of like strange characters playing instruments and stuff. Here, I can show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you don't believe me about the 888, I won't show the last digit, but there you go, 888. That's my address. And go figure, my phone. We still have a landline phone. The landline phone number ends with a 333. 3 3s, right? I'm 33 right now. But yeah, you know what's an interesting 33 I found, right? Sun and moon. I already knew sun and moon equal 33. I actually had forgotten. I was reminded of it while preparing this decode that I'll be presenting tonight, probably on Pineal Power podcast. But the Sirius equals 888, and so does Dog Star. Or sorry, 33. Sirius equals 33, like Dog Star equals 33, like sun and moon, like eclipse. You can't make this shit up, man. You really can't make this shit up. You remember Truman Show, right? Where Truman Show, where the satellite crashes to the ground and it has Sirius on it, right? And so it's super relevant now in the time of the helical rising of Sirius, right? And also the fact that the number 23 movie, also with Jim Carrey, of course, we live in a Truman Show, folks. The number 23 came out 19 years ago, and now the World Cup just ended with the final being on the 19th, exactly 19 days after COVID-19 was declared a plandemic, scamdemic, shamdemic by Donald Trump, Mr. 88 or 888. Or 33, right? Don equals 33. I think Trump equals 33. Trump 88. But anyway, so you know, like Doc Brown said, when you go 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit, and it's so true. Because just replace that 88 with Trump, right? Operation Warp Speed. When you go Trump miles per hour, you get Operation Warp Speed. Look out, folks. But yeah, for anyone who did take the pokey doke, the noki doke, Godspeed, prayers for you, and you know, hopefully you got the placebo. So I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping to my friends who are still around. I got a buddy of mine who is actually one of my closer friends who, yeah, he got the pokey doke, man, and I just don't talk about it anymore. I tried to warn him back then, and he just didn't listen, you know. But he's come around a little bit. He was kind of a Trump tard before, and now he's not. Unfortunately, it was the gambling crypto gambling fraud that is what kind of like woke him up. I'm like, that's what woke you up, you know, not all the accusations against him. I mean, of course, yeah, they could all be a lie, but I tend to think they're not. I tend to think they're all in that club for a good reason. Of course, the people could argue, yeah, but Roy Cohn, his mentor, was a master of blackmail, and so maybe it's just like Trump's got all the blackmail on everybody, and that's why they're outing him so much, because they know he could out the whole cabal. But it's like, yeah, he's gonna drain the swamp. He did drain the swamp. You got to give him that. He drained the swamp for sure. He let all his, you know, he opened the swamp out. He let the frogs out, right? The frogs, the unclean spirits in the Bible, right? But so is that my cat? Oh no, that's that other cat. What up, kitty? 2 cats. Yo, what the fuck? Hold up. I don't know if this is gonna if the I'm connected to the home Wi-Fi, so I don't know if it's gonna reach here, but I gotta see this. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I think I know these cats. These are the cats I think I fed. What up? Oh my god, you got so big. Holy shnikes, dude. Damn, you got huge. How you doing? Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Where you going? Come here. That probably looks scary. I got a knife in my hand, but it's to cut up this mango. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I got so many codes for tonight, and yeah, so happy birthday to the allegedly deceased Hayden Leslie Panettiere, as well as HP Lovecraft, Howard, Ludwig? No, I forget his middle name. Howard Ludwig. Now I'm thinking of Howard Lutnick, Trump's cheesy little guy on his shoulder all the time. Scary Epstein gang type of dude. But yeah, anyway. So I'll probably keep it under 20 minutes. Makes sense, right? Maybe 19 minutes and 23 seconds for the 2319. But yeah, to continue, if you hadn't tapped into my prior connections with the whole Jim Carrey number 23 thing, I think it's super interesting. Again, with the 23, all the 2319s, I think it was Sean Widow's son that was first connecting that, and then James Franco went viral pointing to the 2319 as decoding with Cody was really kind of went a little viral with that too, rightfully so, because it's like, dude, why are you pointing to that number, and then your URL on YouTube even is at James Franco 2319. So there's something to this code, man, right? Because James Franco, it might have been Cody that brought it up in a stream, was bringing up how that movie, not Monsters Inc. It's in Monsters Inc. too, right? The emergency code is 2319, but synced up with 9/11. It was coming out right around 9/11, that movie. But what was the other one I was thinking of? The movie with James Franco that came out like 13 years and 31 days or something, or 13 years and 13 weeks, or 13 years and 31 weeks, something like that, something in the 1331 code. Before it came out, yeah, that long before the. I'm blanking what it was before. Was it before the post from James Franco? No, it was before. I forget, but that movie, or sorry, the end of the world, or whatever that movie was that James Franco was in. This is the end. Is that what it was called? This is the end. That movie was the last movie, I think, to be sold at Blockbuster. But anyway, I forget the connection with the date duration. But so, what was the thing I was going to also bring up? Oh yeah. So did any of you guys notice on the last little short stream I did that we basically, in a way, precognized Hayden passing, because we were reviewing a clip from Heroes literally about 12-13 hours before she was supposedly dead, right? Because supposedly the boyfriend or ex-husband, whatever, baby daddy, called 911 at 1:51, and go figure, right? 1:51 ties in heavily, which we'll be covering. I don't want to give everything away here, but yeah, he calls it 1:51, and then she's supposedly pronounced dead, I think, at what was it, 2:26? Like 2026, or something like that. I don't have it here, and I'm pretty sure if I switch tabs, it'll let me see if this works. Hold on. Tab right now, and then I'll switch back to see. But yeah, I'm 100 in the other tab. I'm 100. Okay. Cool. Wow. Look at that moon right now. Yeah. But so the Eclipse portal, the Eclipse ritual portal is closing, as far as I know. I think actually I think it lasts for at least this one. I think from my research, if it serves me correct, is it lasts about 9 days. So right, 9, the number of completions, perfect. But so that means that would be, because the eclipse was what, on the 12th? Hayden Panettiere supposedly passed on the 16th, 4 days later, right? For the number associated with death. But so 9 days would bring us to what, tomorrow? Wait, the 12th? Yeah, the 21st. Oh no, it'd be today, her birthday. Right. See, right. It's her birthday today, closing the eclipse ritual portal. So it all comes together perfectly, man. It all comes together like just too perfectly. So, yep, total eclipse of the HEART.land rituals, the celebrity ritual sacrifice eclipse portal, and Illuminati rite sacrifice season is coming to a close. But yeah, what do you guys think? Open panel tonight, or just keep it to a presentation? Any ideas or recommendations of things to look into in addition to the decode? I also wanted to present a video of Hayden on the Maury show, which is extremely interesting, given what she says in that short clip, and the, of course, alphanumeric connections to just the topic. So I have it all kind of organized for the most part. The decode I did on my phone is actually probably better than the one I did on my laptop, because I spent more time on the one on my phone than my laptop. So what I might do is do a like screen share kind of recording and then just upload that. And then, you know, the stream I will do on the laptop, obviously. But I think it's good to have both formats, obviously, because that's what draws people in, because not everyone's watching on the desktop, you know, not everyone's watching on the phone. So you got to do both. I got to obviously upload more shorts. But anyway, open panel is always fun. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's always fun, but it's often fun. I'll say that. It's often fun. I'll say usually fun. Sean's a real life friend is in your chat. She lives down the road. Oh? I don't see. Oh, why didn't I see those comments? That's weird. That's weird. What up, neighbor? Man, I had some really good Chinese food the last time I was over at Jen's house. And I was surprised it was from Asia One, because Asia One's usually kind of like, it's all right. It's good. They change. Sometimes they're better. It's kind of all depends on who's cooking your food, right? But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to tap in and see what's up. See who might come through tonight. I think I'll keep it there. 23 minutes and 19 seconds seems appropriate. Stop by my live if you want. Yeah, I should be going live too, so I'm going to go set that up. So much love, y'all. I'll see y'all tonight. I hope y'all come through. And see y'all soon. Peace and pineal power to the people, as always.